one of the most distinctive writers and performers working
He's
today.
kind of a combination poet and vagrant.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
I was born in a bed of thorns where the serpents are. Cognac in my formula, bit leaves in my Gerber jar. One raw verse, make energy grid short circuit, and satellites fall to the scorched earth. Cannot even scathe me, remain unfazed, even though my neural pathways all lead to Hades. On an asinine flail, until I get my wit back. Cattle nine tails, you know what Jedediah rhymes with? Breathalyzer, the 3 times over the legal limit. Reckless driver, death to fire, something's terribly wrong. I'm stranded on this rock where I don't clearly belong. Taka breath, reefer cologne. Instead of ink, I use adrenochrome and Nina Simone. When it comes to swigging, I'm the GOAT. Sans Baphomet, photogram on my palm and eyeball it. Hands labyrinth. I can inhale a Bex just as well as the next. Beer stains on my shirt, no Mandela effect. You seeing dollar signs, mente rosa. Your brain is colonized, it's game over. I'm a little traumatized, MK Ultra. Probably why I pulled the switchblade on ya. My mixtape dumb. Something wicked this way comes, now bow to your sensei. You're smoking on mid-grade, I'm rolling up the midway numb. Cybernetic, you're rolling the L wrong. Dianetics.
You take a whiff like a split here, like some fresh air. I came to claim shit this year.
Once again, I'm back in the place to be, the eye to see.
Cocaine the fuck up.
Should be kicking hard like the breath of a wino.
Sounds just like Jesus, but in Hebrew.
You should have killed me last year.
This room is not only a room, but also a ward, a private ward in a home for incorrigibles. And then again, it's a cell. And whatever has gone by in the outer world has passed me by.
Thankfully, I got paid and I can drink it all away, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I'll tell you that right off the bat. People say, oh, you're just trying to get away. You're damn right. My mind will go elsewhere, man. I start sucking down that Molson Golden, man, and man, my mind is like, I'm out on the ocean then. I'm not here no more, and that's the greatest thing in the world.
Because only if you've been in the deepest valley can you ever know how magnificent it is to be on the highest mountain.
But every day it gets better. Every day. And gradually it leaves your head.
Belladonna and Rosemary. I suppose if I know better, I should keep my nose buried. I know this isn't in vogue, so don't dare me to be vulnerable. Expose my heart and soul, it's gross and pulsating. Take a long draw of the Mary I cultivated in my garden / apothecary. I might do a bump like dromedaries, then draw the blinds and hope nobody draws near me. Flail out volumes, is this the hardest in the series? What's that smell in my garments? A partridge and a pear tree, not a tale-bearing gossiper. Flagging down an officer, my hold on sanity is delicate as gossamer. After a thorough examination of the heart, this is yet another lamentation for the lost.
I'm through it, burn the motherfucker down.
Breeding lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain.
After supper, Jesus told them about how he busted out of the grave and why. So that they could get rid of their sin and all of the bad things they did. And some did plenty.
On the corner Ave with a quarter gram, I'm thirsty. Pour a glass to ignore the past is dirty. I was born to have adversity. My body and my soul in a border clash of skirmish. I boil hats like Xerxes. I tag my autograph in cursive. If this coffee acts the clergy, this song attached to sermon. Demoniac, insomniac, automatic verses. Every thought I have is like a torture rack that hurts me. Pornographic, the phonograph is turning. Record playing backwards, I'm sure that that's disturbing. The slum crawls with rats and vermin. Peel my skin back and turn me inside out like taxidermy. Choreograph the journey. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
After Jesus busted out of the grave, he met 2 of his gang on the road.
Lord have mercy.
Man, were they ever spooked, and before they could say much, bingo.
Christ have mercy.
Jesus was there. came right through the door. And they couldn't figure that out either.
Christ have mercy. Lord have mercy.
He said peace. Good thing to say, cause they was plenty scared, knees shaking and teeth jumping. He told them he wanted them to tell all the cats in the world about it. He wanted the squares and hoods and rooks and squeaks and collegians to know about that too.
But the law says if you made a mistake, you rescind.
Whose law says that? The law of the United States? Yeah. Well, who controls the law of the United States?
Legislatures.
Yeah, legislators that have their own agenda. Laws mean nothing. You give me the currency of a country and you can make all the rules in the world. And that's all that matters. Who's in control?
Our thoughts come together in the form of a mosaic that's most sacred. Best known for the flow cadence so fragrant. An oasis in its dead zone.
Now arriving.
Connect flows like metro stations.
Rosa Parks.
To the lesser known places and ghetto havens. Where they keep the tech close to chrome aiming. The vex foes leave their skulls bacon. Their souls vacant. Where the death toll is blatant. Expect no salvation, heck no. Finesse hoes, leave them exposed and naked. X-rated sex shows they roll taping. As a vocation, flesh sold for pesos and donations. Hollywood, paradise for the forsaken, for the well-known, famous. Overlook the hellholes where the homeless populations inject dope on the pavement of Melrose. Went from looking for the next rose to a headstone, cause the pills and mess smoke are dreadful. Heads full of anguish. Our language expressed the horror that crept close to plague us, exfoliating the dead weight and leftover friends. Now less known to strangers is the best motivation. I wrestle with nameless demons with no faces.
The decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of of Ukraine.
A window to mayhem, pistols, whistle and layman, murdered by gunshots from trench-coated agents.
I'm just letting y'all know all that freedom of government stuff that's dead in my life. I got special things to put on people.
It's stark raving megalomania, the letters to the verge, the next global total annihilation. Leave most nations less populated in whole races. Back in the Stone Ages, bioweapons, psyop entire segments with misinformation. The next mode is total surveillance, omniscient, recognitive systems to weed out all dissidents before they even spawn. It disarmed the citizens before the coordinated efforts are formulated. Will rebels be slated for techno enslavement?
Prophet live, yeah, the prophet live, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an experimental record.
Christine Sonic Drums, tu peux y aller. Elle ne risque aucune indigestion. Tu peux lui en mettre plein la tête et elle garde tout en mémoire.
If you have a pair of headphones, you better get them out and get them cranked up, because they're really going to help you.
Flashes, thunder rolls down the valley. The old timers say the commotion up there is the Bell Witch, screaming through the night for the soul of...
Hey, look. If you bought this record to learn how to speak hip from a record man, that is the squarest thing I ever heard of. I mean, wow. But look,
Hello
so like
there.
you bought it, you must need it. So that was a smart move, you know what I mean, or something?
This is a new departure in language instruction for English-speaking people who want to talk to and be understood by jazz musicians, hipsters, beatniks, juvenile delinquents, and the criminal fringe.
What time is it? I gotta make a phone call. Shh.
Hello there. Hello there.
Good afternoon, sir, and welcome to Rhapsody Records. Can I help you?
Yes. I'm looking for a record.
Well, you certainly have the right place, sir. This is a record store. We do sell records. Looking for anything in particular?
Yes. Do you have...
No, I'm afraid we don't have those selections, sir. Actually, we specialize more in classical music and popular vocalists.
Do you have unregistered handguns?
We have nothing further to discuss. Good day.
On commence par du simple.
Door is this way.
En même temps sur cymbales, et sur la touche record pour enregistrer ton rythme.
And graffiti.
like nobody knows who you are.
And graffiti. Who are the young people who vandalize America's cities? And graffiti.
Who trash buses, benches, buildings.
And graffiti.
It's a problem out of control in scores of cities.
And graffiti.
You don't write, you're nobody. Like nobody knows who you are.
Went from catching tags in the alley behind my apartment to clinging on the outside grills, rapping transit, catching a fat cap sink in silver paint. The bus started pulling off and blew the aerosol back in my face. Ride me filthy, climbing buildings to absolutely kill shit. Fall through the plastic roofing. I used to roam the desolate night, Utensils until I found some cans slipping. Cans in the bed of a work truck, even with the fan tipping it. On the cool with nozzles, I hold the can upside down, attack the pavement. Magnificent, 3 a.m., all out of ink and options. I hit 7-Eleven and racked some shoe polish, or did through the wood chips for a lava rock for some thick. Back and forth block tribes to rock a spot. I can still smell the sulfur like scent from off the glass. Now that's what I call a blast from the fucking past.
Burn it like I'm rolling aerosol to a brick wall. Tag my name indelibly so my legend won't fall.
And everybody mean mugging like NickleBagNolte, but not.
A hit song can earn more in 12 months than most people earn in a lifetime. The revenue of one publishing company during the last 5 years exceeds the total famine relief sent to India during the last 10. The product will sell easily if the sound is right. So those who make the sound must be dressed and photographed and behave in a way that society, which sponsored them, expect. Thus, in newspapers, on television, and on radio, pop is the language of profit.
How far can you go before your eyes leave your body? Don't blink.
I rap irrelevant, fool you. Relax and let the medicine soothe you. I found a regimen, not the academics to school you. Machiavellian, with a lack of evidence, scruples. Never been neutral. Jets is a new school. Desmond Tutu. Slash Sam Kennison, Tubu. Don't let my lack of melanin fool you. I'll still get on the track and crack a melanin too. I'm devilish cuckoo. Druid cast spells just to spook you. Malevolent, resembling voodoo. A Celtic Chthulu. My tactics are crucial against invading intruders. My flanking maneuvers develop like Zulu. Due to my complexion, we're expected to feud is futile. Since we let from the womb, it's brutal.
I put a spell on you. I put a spell on you.
I am the god of hellfire.
A secret world cannot be kept. A change on the earth. Order in the sky.
World order, in which there was only room for those tolerant to their regime. Silent, deadly spread is catastrophic. Even those that survive the initial cull are decimated.
You're absolutely mad.
City after city, now inaccessible to these primitive microbes.
Secret society.
Gassed, poisoned, starved. There was no escape.
The war is a sham, but the bullets are only dummies, the wounds are merely makeup, and the dead are taken from hospitals and distributed at night across the phony battlefield.
Secret society. Society. And they want you to join them.
You remember 9/11? Oh, 9/11. I don't laugh at 9/11. What? 9/11.
What is terror? What would you know of terror? The knowledge of terror is vouchsafed only to the precious few.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy.
What would you know of terror? Your senses are much too blunt.
In their faces you can read the brightness that went before the black swoop of doom. Tragedy approaches swiftly now. In that gale of multitude lurks a man with a pistol, bound by a blood oath to kill the king. Spraying bullets hit the crowd.
The Nanotech ants are coming up through the keyboard.
This is an experiment. This is an experiment. This is an experiment.
I am the 2026 Mac OS for your laptop. 5 billion gigabyte flash storage built in iMovie VR 12K HD holographic touch screen web browser wearable iCloud FaceTime in 5 senses tiny old virtual goggles panoramic POV introducing the Glossovarian Geo olfactory compatible iPhone SP mode where you can experience the ultimate in sensory perception, the 6-sense intuitive and the latest implantables, the Bluetooth vocoder with built-in cameras, photo booth with over 1,000 filters plus deep fake enhancer, vocal and facial recognition to map your inflection and bone density, the full symmetry, human and AI dating app, transhumanity.com, promo code, the approaching swingularity, the detachable deep throat simulator with realistic suction and saliva generator, the anatomically correct iRobot Buckdoll 9000, ethnically diverse skin textures and tones, vocal settings range primarily from Vim, masked to non-binary preferences include hyper-sexual, traditional to clinical, from timid to overly promiscuous, heat-friendly, chemically enhanced, subliminal, with sub-dom switch, access, classic, skip, mask, with 5 ventricles, passive, bimbo, to 9-inch synthetic, tongue dispenser with clitoral sensors / oral cleansers, audio, visual, digitized, Symbian machines for the cyber sexual.
I close my eyes and see the crab Nebula, rapper regular, slap competitors. I catch hell with tags, etc. A tad peculiar, they call me cheap cause I'm frugala. With my arugula, I'm stupid loyal. Rubber booty with patchouli oil. Rise like a phoenix out of the sewer, a plumage royal. Your music is spoiled, making me nauseous like heron on aluminum foil. I'm like a serpent as soon as I coil. I clamp down on the groove, injecting venom, drinking Bex till my head is spinning. For a defense mechanism, that's why I guzzle a bottle of Jack a day, cause without it my stomach's knotted like macrame. I'll probably pass away, listening to Johnny Cash or Donny Hathaway. Sometimes I feel like I'm lost in the distance, a posthumous existence. I got emotions welling up, I'm trying to plug too. Pasta noose in a preposterous position, sitting sideways like a hypotenuse. I used to have a Mike Jones for rocking live shows, now with or without a pandemic. I'm locked in my home, reading the Red Book by Carl Jung. As I try my lungs, I venture out a few times a year to mark something, then it's back in the dungeon. Back hunched, leaning forward, typing out verses on my Mac while I'm drunken.
Now nothing remains of them but skeletons. Not the beginnings of art, but of disgust.
I used to have a Mike Jones.
Tell me in a sentence who you are.
I'm nobody. I'm a tramp, a bum, a hobo. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine. And a straight razor if you get too close to me.
The time is still not ripe, but through this blood sacrifice it should ripen. Your blood also will stream from many wounds in this frightful struggle. Your darkness, which you did not suspect since it was dead, will come to life, and you will feel the crush of total evil. And know that it is your own heinous and devilish hand that inflicts the suffering on you, but not your brother, who wrestles with his own devils. But from such torment the new life will be born.
Apparently before Jade had left us, he wrote some poems, wrote them for no one. Here's one of Jed's poems.
grew up in a hell-like haven where survival was hard. Surrounded on all sides. To his left a massive web. And to his right a firing squad coiled in the womb. Umbilical cord is a noose lured into a room. Clouds of poisonous fumes, cirrhosis in his bloodline. When he was very young, he learned the world was unkind. When fun times turned to second-degree burns, allergic to sunshine. Strangers with nefarious motives to snatch him out the arcade and lock him in crawl spaces. MK Ultra, milk cartons, faces of the lost, never age in unsolved cases. Tragedy stalks ya, raised by a single mom, absentee father. These halls are haunted. He wet the bed and his grandma made him strip and shoved him in the closet naked and unwanted. She's watching evangelical Christians on the television as he's huddled in the dark. Muffled sobs seeping through the cheap Hollywood. Pastor on the Magnavox preaching about the wrath of God. Felt like a heathen casted out and browbeaten, foul treatment. His big brother got put in a group home when he was only 11 for stealing a bicycle. This is justice, no wonder that whore's in a blindfold. Cause anyone with sight will see the juvenile in the court aisle with his eyes trickle. And see that's cold as an icicle.
I'm writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more. Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug, which alone makes life endurable, I can bear the torture no longer. Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate. When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death, 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 or death.